Power changing hands in Cuba and in Pakistan, bad behavior between Serbia and Kosovo, and technology on the march, giving us even more products that we'll never, ever, ever want. Thanks so much for stopping by. Hey, I told you yesterday it was going to be a busy news week, didn't I? Well, no further proof needed than our first item today. Dateline Havana, 49 years after rising to absolute rule, Cuba's Fidel Castro has resigned as president and commander-in-chief. The announcement coming today online with a statement from the ailing leader, Mr. Castro writing in part he would not seek nor accept the post of president. Well, thus ends Fidel Castro's career as socialist firebrand and general irritant to the U.S., going back to 1961, 2 years after seizing power and declaring his a socialist revolution. The decades since brought iron-fisted rule at home and questionable friendships abroad, and they also brought, careful, some health problems for Castro as well. It's been about a year and a half since Fidel traded his uniform for tracksuit, handing power temporarily to brother Raul. No surprise, then, the U.S. already expressing hope for even more changes on the island nation.
The international community should work with the Cuban people to begin to build institutions that are necessary for democracy. And eventually this transition ought to lead to free and fair elections, and I mean free and I mean fair.
Well, that now up to Raul Castro. He's the one next to Big Brother Fidel's empty chair. Symbolic, huh? Raul, the very likely next president. Cuba watchers now looking to Raul's selection as his next in command, which may indicate what sort of changes are or are not in the works. Far from Cuba, power also apparently changing hands this week in Pakistan. Official vote tally is not expected for several days, but already President Musharraf's ruling PMLQ party conceding defeat. That news particularly welcomed by the two opposition parties gaining seats in parliament. One, the Pakistan People's Party, formerly led by the late Benazir Bhutto. The other, the PMLN, led by the very much alive Nawaz Sharif. Both drawing strength from regional bases. Supporters of both pretty happy, too. Mr. Sharif, by the way, who was ousted by Mr. Musharraf in 1999, now calling on the president to resign. Well, if you thought tensions lessening following Kosovo's announcement of self-proclaimed freedom, think again. 2 border posts between Kosovo and Serbia were attacked Tuesday, including this one known as Gate 1, which was set upon by men in masks. No injuries reported. NATO officials say they're monitoring the situation there and elsewhere, and also signaling that bridges between Serbia and Kosovo likely to be closed soon. Oh, yeah, that's right. And there's a big primary in the U.S. Tuesday as well. Voters in Wisconsin and Hawaii adding their choices for who they want to see as the next U.S. president. Wow, you know, if it seems like the world's swimming in fast-moving events lately, you'd be on the money. How to make sense of it all? Well, here's a great idea. And it just happens to be our website. Everything you need to know about the world, maybe a surprise or two as well, voanews.com. All those downloaders who have made it this far, no doubt thinking, something funny, please. Preferably something funny in questionable taste. Always happy to oblige. Say hello to the magazine that you're supposed to lick. You heard me. Lickable magazines. Well, speaking of questionable taste, the geniuses at Welch's unveiling a magazine ad that tastes of, well, you know, Welch's grape drink. Brilliant! And gross. Speaking only for ourselves, we fear what this may lead to. Magazines that taste of toothpaste, parsnips. The mind reels. You know, there's just so much I could say right now that would get me in so much trouble. So I'll just say that's your download. We'll see you again tomorrow.